And today we'll have Mrs. Ollie Stewart, Ollie Mae Stewart, the founder of the Southside Wellness Center, along with Dr. Ron Gregory. And we'll be talking about COVID and other things of interest to you today on The Bernie Hayes Show. My guest is Mrs. Ollie Mae Stewart. She is the founder of the Southside Wellness Center, and along with Ron Gregory, he'll be with us today too. And Ollie Mae Stewart, welcome home, welcome back. How you doing?
Hi, Bernie. So happy to see you. So always glad to be with you.
Always glad to see you too. Ollie, you've been involved in so many things over the summer. You were giving concerts. You were getting people together, all socially distanced and all wearing masks and so forth, guiding the CDC guidelines. And now you've given out COVID-19 shots. How did that come about?
Yes, we gave those out January the 23rd.
Yeah.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Service was gracious enough to give us 200 shots, but we have more people's registered. Mm-hmm. We have almost 300. And we found that there was a need of the community. Right. And I was so happy to join with beloved United Methodist Church, Rock Chapel, AME, Phinear, CHIP, who do so much in the community,
right.
And many volunteers, other churches and volunteers.
I understand Senator Carla May had something to do with it too, right?
Who?
Senator Carla May.
Oh, yes, Senator Carla May and Senator Roberts. Yes. They are both right at my side.
Stephen Roberts,
whenever I call them, they are right there because they're bringing more and more resources to the community. Mm-hmm. And we definitely need to know what's going on, and we need everything in our community, especially the resources that have been really have left our community.
Right, we've been neglected so much.
Very much.
Yeah. Ollie, so I understand there's a second round of COVID-19 shots coming from you. So how can they reach you and so forth?
Okay. The second round of shots will be given, and they would have to call 664-5024, and we will let them know exactly the date to return for their second shot.
Okay, that's 314-664-5024. 5024. Okay. This is one. You know, Ollie, I know you're a very religious person, and I know the churches you've attended and so forth, but how did you get into the caring for seniors? So, you know, and starting the Southside Wellness Center and things of that sort. And you got transportation. I want to talk about your buses too. So how did you become interested in helping seniors?
Well, you know, because there was a need when the growing population of elderly, and you know, we started growing in the 70s, and we saw that there was a need. Mm-hmm. At first, I was working with the Near South Side organization, and I worked with Housing Authority.
Right.
So we know that there was a need for elderly services, and we was the largest growing population. So we tried to fill the need of the community and the seniors and try to help maintain them in their home. And I have always worked to try to prevent institutionalization.
Yeah. And tell me about the transportation too, because not only do you transport people to and from the Southside Wellness Center, but when you got a bunch of seniors wanting to go to a show, to a movie, or to an attraction, to a festival, anything, you transport those people with your buses.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, the buses is available for group transportation, and we also have a contract with the mental health department, and we transport to artistic in the morning to workshops. Some have jobs and some go to daycare. We just involved in with the community, whatever the need of the community are. If they need to go shopping, we take them shopping. For social activity, we take them there. Right. So our buses is available for the need of the community.
I understand some people have been stealing your catalytic converters, and you need to replace those. How can they donate money for you to buy those converters that you need so bad?
Well, they can donate to the Southside Wellness Center, 3017 Park Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63104.
Mm-hmm. And can they call
And the
also
phone
make
number
donations?
is 314-664-5024.
Okay. Ollie, you suffered some illnesses last year yourself, but yet still you back up moving and walking and so forth. And I guess your doctor's saying you would slow down again, but you keep on moving, that's for sure. But yet and still, you put the seniors first. You continually looking out for the seniors. And where does that come from?
Well, I have always worked in the community. My mother used to work with the 4-H Club in Marville, Arkansas, and I was always in the community doing something. During the 4-H Club, we used to cook. One of the guys used to make me think I could make the best rolls. I was very top in whatever I was doing. So I have always been involved in the community.
And you dress everybody, when they look for you, they bring it together every year out at Forest Park.
Oh, yes.
If they can't find Ollie Stewart, they just look for the hat. They can always find that. Now, what are those pearls you're wearing, Ollie?
These pearls represent our vice president.
Kamala Harris. Oh, wow.
That's right. And I have the earrings on, too.
Uh-huh.
So we are so proud. And I'm sure that many of our young girls can see that there's nothing impossible.
I know that when they were inaugurated, but because of the weather and because of what was happening, you couldn't have a parade. But you were going to honor them with a parade. Was that right?
Oh, yes, I really would have. I would love to ride around in our community and let them know what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Well, what keeps you moving, Ollie? Well, what keeps you motivated?
The need.
The needs.
The need for the need. And really, right now, I'm so proud to work with the different churches. And I want to say to the churches, every community and whatever community you're in, you need to be working with your members and the community and to make sure that we all get the right resources. I don't care whether it's the crime, or whether it's the shots, just a health problem, education problem. I feel that I know that the churches got to get back involved. And I'm so happy to have the churches working with the South Side.
You're also a committee woman, aren't you?
Used to be.
So you know the people, the movers and the shakers, as they say. And you've been very entrenched. In fact, you helped most of them get elected.
Yes, I have helped many, got elected, many. And I'm proud to work in the community. We got the votes out, and that's what count. Our votes count, and we saw that in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I noticed also that you take care of some seniors even now at the Southside Wellness Center. And before anyone can come in the center, you take their temperature and make sure that they're free of COVID. So can people still register to come and bring their loved ones to the Southside Wellness Center? Well,
we have a limited amount of space. We have to have social distance, but they still can come. We do bus passes, and whatever the need are, we try to fill it. And they have our Southside Wellness in the Beloved Church. We have a giveaway food program on Mondays and Fridays. And Beloved Church, a United Methodist, kind of sponsor that. And I'm sure they serve to 200 or 300 members every Monday and Friday.
Same phone number to get that service?
Yes, so they can call us and we can tell them.
Once again, that phone number is?
664-5024.
Okay. Who's the pastor of your church?
My pastor is Reverend Pastor Kevin Koch.
You know, I know it's spelled K-O-C-H, and every time I'm near him, I don't want to call him Reverend Koch. So it's Reverend Koch.
He's such he really loved working in the community, and he's there at every beacon call. Whenever you call, he's right there. He's wonderful in the community. He works with the board. He works with the schools, Harris Stokes, and the two Lowinger and the other two schools in the community. And I'm really proud of Reverend Koch.
And they gave you a fantastic, the community gave you a fantastic birthday party. Tell us about that.
Oh, gosh.
They had a Mardi Gras parade and everything. Tell us about that.
Well, yes. They gave me a 88th birthday party on the church campus, right in front of the church in the parking lot. But it was beautiful, and the parade was a Mardi Gras parade, which represent our ancestors. And
I just want to say thank you so much for your help. You've been partnering with the Black Radio Hall of Fame, National Black Radio Hall of Fame. You've been partnering with the Jazz Institute. You've been partnering with the Blues Museum. So you're not hard to partner with, are you?
No, I'm not, but Bernie, you have to remember, I've been partnering with Bernie Hayes for 47 years. Did you know we almost, it would have been 40 years for our Bring It Together?
Right.
You know, you was minus 40 from your age now. You was quite young.
Yes, I was. And now, hopefully this summer we'll be able to bring it together again.
Yes, I certainly hope so.
Ms. Ollie Stewart, once again, how can they reach you?
You can always reach me at 664-5024.
And you'll let us know the next time you'll be giving out the shot for COVID.
We will let everyone know when it's time for the second shot.
Thank you, Ollie Stewart. I love you.
Thank you. I love you, Bernie.
Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
Ron Gregory after this.
We're in a new year, and a lot of people are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some folks just say, I'm tired of this mask. Some places, they've almost ignored that the coronavirus really exists, but it does. I go into rural areas, and I see people running around without the mask, and I see the positivity rate being so high. And I see people in urban areas that often get tired and deny it really there, but so many people are dying. So let's see the mask as a symbol of love, that we really care about other people. Let's see it as an opportunity for us to help protect other people as well as experiencing protection ourselves. Yes, the coronavirus is something that's so devastating in our community. So many people hurting, so many in need, so many homeless, so many hungry. But it's also opening up unbelievable opportunities for all of us to let our light so shine before men and women they may see our good works and glorify our Father who's in heaven. We give you those opportunities at the New Life Evangelistic Center. First, an opportunity to pray for the first responders that are out on the streets, helping those that are in need. Second, if you want to join them, you can call us at 314-421-3020. And third, you can partner with the New Life Evangelistic Center. Now, you may be facing some critical needs yourself. You may need prayer. You may need direct help. Feel free to call us at 314-421-3020. But all of us need to let our light so shine before men and women they may see our good works and glorify our Father who's in heaven. The first thing we can do, all of us can continue to wear our masks. The second thing, we can begin to pray. Let's begin to pray that we see an end to this coronavirus. Let's encourage our churches to begin to pray and fast, and let's believe God for miracles at this particular time. Second thing we can do, engaging in social distancing, wearing our masks, we can begin to help those that are in need. Third thing, you can share those gifts. But there's something that all of us can do at this time, letting our light shine in the midst of this pandemic, not giving up, but giving it to God as we move in this new year.
And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes, and like I promised, the second guest for today is Dr. Ron Gregory. Dr. Ron Gregory, how are you, sir?
Bernie, I'm fine, and it's always great to be with you, my brother.
It's always great to have you here. Now, what's your position now with the Southside Wellness Center?
I'm president of the board.
And you and Mary Parham and so many others are very, very busy at all times. So what is your duty? What are your duties, your functions?
I have to sign papers and make sure with Miss Stewart that everything is going well. Mm-hmm. Or better still, she lets me know everything is going well.
So she's still running it, right?
Yeah.
She's still running it. Rob, I don't know how you have the time for that, because I know you remember so many boards. You run the New Millennium Group. You're a board member of the Southside Wellness Center. You're a board member of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. You're a board member of the Wolf Jazz Institute. And you do so many other things. How do you find time to donate your time to the Southside Wellness Center?
I guess it has to do with needs. You know, you can't sit back and say things need to be done and then look around to see if anybody else is going to do them. And I remember hearing my brother, Dick Gregory say,
okay, yeah.
Things are not spectator sports. you have to be a participant and get out there if you want things going. But you know, the thing about working with Ollie Stewart, Ollie is one of these people who just brings you in. And before you're aware that you're there, you're there.
Yeah.
And you think in terms of it's a senior program that she's operating for senior citizens. You got to understand when she says that program has been operating over 42 years, that meant Ollie was a youngster when that program started.
Yeah.
But Ollie is one of these people who, you know, you have some people who want to go to the store and get their Christmas dinner stuff on the 24th of December, the day before. Ollie said, no, we'll start the 1st of January because we know eventually it's coming.
Yeah.
So she had been working with the programs, you know, in her younger days. And by the time she had got into that category of being a senior, she was well into that. And, you know, she knows the need, and just like they talking about this virus situation, that the minority community is the one that hit so hard, and the people who are affected by it deal with age, race, and underlying health conditions. Well, the people she's serving fits in all three of these categories, and rather than wait for somebody to call her to say, hey, can you help us with the shot? She called them and said, I want to assist in this program. And as a result of it, on the 23rd of January, it was quite an event for that first shot, and letting folks know that the second round will be coming up. So she does a fantastic job. And it's an honor for me to be working with somebody like that.
I assume it was a mighty big effort just to coordinate that 23rd of January COVID shot. I mean, that was a massive effort, I assume, right?
Oh,
Giving
yeah.
it to the people?
Well, what had happened is she realized that while everybody was talking, it had dawned on her, hey, where is the effort in the African American community? And she realized she wasn't hearing anything.
But there was a flyer you distributed, right? Was there a flyer also?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that if Bob can get it up, perhaps.
Okay.
Well, this is one, because I know it was a massive effort. I remember you calling me and others, so many others, talking about the 23rd and people the needs of the community, and you guys want to coordinate that to get people shots. And so you'll do the same thing, I assume, when the next shot comes around.
Right. And see, the beautiful thing about Ollie Stewart, she has worked with the seniors for such a long time. She has a network of people that she deals with. And it's just a matter of when she makes the call, they come in and everybody gets to feel working. And it's more than just a few people that's involved in the program.
Now, she has a fleet of buses that she transports not only seniors, but anyone who actually is in need. But they've been kind of destroying her buses recently. They've been stealing the catalytic converters. And Ron, I know that you're trying to mobilize an effort to get people to help with monies to buy more catalytic converters. How can they do that?
Right. Well, they just, contact Southside Wellness, and the phone number is area code 314-664-5024. And there's always a need for financing because, just if just one of the buses was hit, would be a major expense. Not to mention that there were multiple buses that got hit, and not just one time. And it's like a crisis in the city of St. Louis that dealerships and things like that are reporting that these catalytic converters are being cut off, and the people who are taking them are selling them for nickels, but in order to have them replaced, it's in excess of $1,000 per bus.
And tell me, when they disable just one bus, that makes a big dent in the transportation that they can provide for these people, right?
Oh, yeah, because those buses are always rolling because they're taking handicapped people to work sites. They're taking seniors to medical examinations. And the problem with it, when there's a crisis that hit, it does not cut down on the demand that seniors have. They still are expecting the agency to send buses out. And that's, when the weather is snow and inclement, those buses still have to be rolling. So you can't come out when somebody is expecting you to take them to the doctor's office. You can't call them and say, I'm sorry, one of my catalytic converters, or we having problems with our buses. We always have to be rolling, and that in itself is a major job.
Once again, that number, Southside Wellness Center number.
Southside Wellness, 314-664-5024.
And so like I asked Ms. Stewart, the next COVID vaccinations or the follow-up vaccinations, you will be announcing them? Will you have another flyer again? Or?
Oh yeah, we'll be announcing them. Plus, the second shot is the follow-up shot, so that will not be, for new people.
Right.
And all the people who have received the shots, they will be notified of the date for the second shot, so they'll be able to come in. But I'm sure with the president's new initiative, the 100 supposed to be 100 million shots in 100 days, and remember, it's 2 shots. So that's actually 2 million shots. So
this is the Moderna vaccine, right?
So they will be looking for agencies like Ollie and Southside Wellness, and it's just beautiful that she didn't sit back and wait for them to contact her. She she went out and contacted them right away and say, hey, I'm available, let's roll on it.
With all the other things that you're doing, why did Southside Wellness Center stand out for you?
The longevity of it, the fact, you have agencies that'll, organizations that'll come out and do a few things and just drop out. But when you have a track record of over 40 years, that means not only are you sticking with it, but you have durability, and the people in the community have faith in you. And when they have faith in you, that means that anytime there is a problem in the community, they're going to come to you because they know that you have a record of delivering. And she's been doing that. And you remember a year or so ago, she had that major back operation.
Right.
And everybody thought, well, that's it for the year. That program still rolled on, and contrary to her doctor's advice, remember, they rolled her out to the park.
Yeah.
And I remember when she
couldn't keep her down. They couldn't set it down. Yeah.
I even kind of felt pain in my back knowing what she was going through.
Well,
but she's been out there, man.
That shows the confidence that they have in you, Dr. Ron Gregory, and it shows confidence and love that you have for the Southside Wellness Center and Ms. Ollie Stewart and everybody else associated with the center, because I notice everybody at the Southside Wellness Center are dedicated to Ollie Stewart and dedicated to service. And I just want to say thank you for being here. We're going to take a short break to come back and talk about some other things perhaps I didn't ask you about. But in the meantime, we're at the 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. Dr. Larry Rice has been here for almost 50 years providing services, not at this location, but 1411 Locust Street in downtown St. Louis. And we're still trying to get that open, and we're trying to get some commitments for those people running for mayor to see what they're going to do to help reopen the New Life Evangelistic Center, 1411 Locust Street. But in the meantime, we're 2428 Woodson Road in Overland, Missouri. Back with Dr. Ron Gregory after this.
As COVID-19 continues to ravage our country and the rest of the world, it's important that the people of God are willing to take God serious at His word. He's given us a prescription for healing at this time if we only take it. 2 Chronicles 7:14. He's calling His people. He says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven, I will heal their land. It took 10 plagues to break Pharaoh till the children of Israel were let go. How many plagues will it take to break us, where we're going to humble ourselves before God? We're going to start seeking His face rather than this political party or that political thing or this thing. And we're going to seek the face of God at this particular time. We're going to know that He is there. And as we call upon the Lord and humble ourselves and we ask Him to bring this COVID-19 to an end, we can believe that He will heal our land. It's continuing to ravage our country. God is waiting for His people to call upon Him, to seek Him, and to humble themselves so He can give us healing.
Diane Nash is our guest. She was born in Chicago in 1938. She was prominently involved in integrating lunch counters through sit-ins, the Freedom Riders, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, the Selma Right to Vote movement, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He was also a part of the committee that promoted the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Nash first attended Howard University in Washington, D.C. After transferring to Fisk in Nashville, Tennessee in 1959, she witnessed severe racial segregation, prompting her to participate in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and nonviolent protest. After moving to Jackson, Mississippi in 1961, Nash headed the SLC campaign to register people to vote and desegregate schools. She was also appointed to a national committee by President John F. Kennedy that promoted passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Diane Nash.
Now you can take NLEC TV anywhere as you put the NLEC TV app on your iPhone or mobile device. NLEC TV is an innovative TV station that's on the cutting edge of community service. On NLEC TV, you'll discover wholesome family, community, renewable energy, and inspirational programming. Those needing energy assistance, food, clothing, or freedom from the cycle of homelessness will find that plus much more on NLEC TV. Now, you can receive NLEC TV by going to 24.2 on your television set or putting the NLEC TV app on your iPhone or mobile device. For further information, call 314-436-2424 or go to nlecstl.org. That's nlecstl.org.
And welcome back. I'm Bernie Hayes. We'll have Dr. Ron Gregory, who's representing in this segment the Southside Wellness Center. But Ron, you had so much help. Ollie Stewart had so much help with this around the COVID and so forth, and even just community action. Tell us about some of the people that support you.
Well, the beloved community church, the United Methodist organization, Rock Chapel, and just community organizations in the area. Mm-hmm. It took a tremendous effort to pull this off, and the assistance with all the people, not to mention the Missouri State Health Association organization. They were working with us, but the big thing is that it was identified that the minority community were the people who were most affected by it, but the people who really received the service last. And Ollie just went out there and got with the different organizations and pulled them together and say, let's run with this, let's move. And they knew her track record and just got in and pitched in and helped.
Another end of case, last hired, first fired, but we want to say thank you. I want to thank you, the Southside Wellness Center, Mrs. Ollie Stewart, and all the people who work and assist all of you. And I just want to say thank you for what you're doing for not only for the community, but for the whole world in general. So thank you, Dr. Ron Gregory, for being here.
Thank you, Bernie, for helping us let the community know not only what we're doing and what we have been doing, but what we will be doing, this organization will be doing in the future, thanks to Ollie Stewart and the Southside Wellness Program and all the community organizations and churches in that area that assist.
Thank you, Dr. Gregory. And thanks to every one of you. I'm Bernie Hayes. Have a great day.